This is still April 21st, 2026. I told you this whole thing, like they said, it's just a scam. It's just a scam. Now, I want to know, and I want people to start turning them in. Some guy named Will cannot go around breaking in people's homes. If you start telling this idiot you don't believe him, and he's not going to pull a fast one on you. Because the law states, now, he's supposed to be some kind of attorney. Never addressed me in person. Never met me. He can't go around breaking in private homes, setting up button cameras right on Google. They're to be disbarred, criminally charged, voyeurism, sextortion, wiretapping, illegal monitoring, felony invasion of privacy. Police and agencies, because of the Fourth Amendment, can only be in a home under a threat of life with statements with a court order. There's nothing else. Even the FBI would go to jail for being in your home. You have a right to privacy. So why would some guy named Will? It's a scam. Some guy named Will had special permission by the police. The police didn't know about it. Talked to them. Sheriffs and Ravenna. They didn't know nothing about it. And they sure as hell wouldn't let a man that's drug beating, raping people, breaking people's homes and go to jail as an accessory. See what I mean? He's nothing but a filthy liar. He's drug cartel running a scam here, where they admitted that this whole thing was a scam from Bill from the Freemasons, May 25th, 25, May 26th, 25, May 30th, 25. And let's see, November 23rd, 25, that this was a whole scam to extort money from the government. I told you where that Michelle, another Michelle, real pretty one with long blonde hair, was dating an agent on a Rouge. She told him March 27th, 25, that the doctor from before was not one of mine, works for them, and they had lied. And she actually doesn't know who he is. And that guy, when they bashed in my head, they tried to kill me or leave me incompetent. It didn't work. That agent had also got it out of Dave, that a girlfriend from before me made him marry me to get a job at my dad's factory so she'd have free insurance. Half my medical bills or some other lady. They got it out of Dave. It was a girlfriend. My whole marriage was a scam. And that where that family's running around saying it offended them. That Strange called her a faker. Why on earth would you say that when she wasn't even there? And your father killed your kid, and it's 6 months later he made that up. He said they lied. Everybody lied about everything to help him get away with this. They all lied. They all lied. Didn't even concern him. Lisa's father killed her kid. She wasn't even there. They're just all lying. Okay. Where these people tell you some guy named Will, the police departments let him break in people's homes, set up on cameras. He has special permission. Go to the police departments. I went to the sheriff's and the Ravenna police. They didn't know anything about it. And like Officer Ryan Hart in Louisville, even the FBI go to jail for being in your home outside that protected custody case with statements in that court order. So why is this guy better than the FBI? He's not. They're lying. Will has a right to drug people up and to get the truth out of him, where he's drugging people up, breaking in private homes, hiding, having his men hide, stabbing with date rape drugs, hypnotic drugs, tell him to say something horrible and be raping the poor thing, don't even know who the rapist is, going to doctors for injuries. But he can steal from rape victims that he's having human trafficked. No, he can't. You're not this fucking stupid to fall for this drug cartel guy's scam. Okay? That, oh, let's see what else. April 17th, 25. Carl's even seen the pretty Michelle that was dating that agent on a Rouge. She was having a meltdown in Sheet's parking lot. He heard her how that, she talked to the police up there, said, how dumb were you telling that guy that the doctor from before was not one of hers, works for them, and they had lied he was one of her doctors? And she actually don't know who he is. And when they bashed in her head, they tried to kill her, leave her incompetent, and it didn't work. And since I told that guy, he broke up with me. And I really liked him. At my age, I wanted to get married. And they said that he's an agent and she's some kind of informant. And we could all end up in jail for this. She's screaming in the parking lot, having a little girl meltdown because she cared so much for him. April 24th, 25. The Muslims, the Texas group. For we all work for the king from Texas. We are his men. Dave hired us. He's a drug lord. Okay? Women in jobs, Iraqi men. Huh? For we have the right to do this. We have the right to take care of this. We are doing this. Who's known as we? Iraqis? Muslims, extremists? ISIS. What's ISIS? It's an scam from ISIS. April 24th, 25. Muslim groups up in Summit Mall. Walking around, saying stuff. Ladies in hijabs, Iraqi men. You tell that guy, Will, that was to pull off a scam here to join us, that it's all ruined because Michelle told him that the doctor from before was not one of hers. He works for them and they had lied. And the whole thing is ruined because she told him. You tell him we said take care of her. And then they left threats on that little girl's life. And I did videos saying, honey, get to a police station, get to the FBI office, mention the case. You got information on them. It's gold to the FBI. They can flip you. They can hide you. 95% of the people on the witness protection program are criminals. Don't just sit there and get to somewhere fast. These people are killers. They told people they dismember people. They told people they kill people. And people are disappearing. And they human traffic people. It's ISIS. Full Muslim hijabs, long garbs. Iraqi men calling they're the kings. We all work for the king from Texas. We are his men. He's a drug lord. He's a fentanyl king if you look him up. U.S. military Iraqi translator went into the dark web malware of fentanyl king. He's Iraqi. That's where the Muslims come in. So, and everything's we have the right. We are to take care of this. We are to make sure she has nothing. We are to make sure that she doesn't ever gets married again. We are to make sure she can't have a car. She can't have a job. We are to take care of this. Who's extreme Muslim? That refers to themselves as we. ISIS, which is an off branch from Al Qaeda. It's Islam. Who's Al Qaeda? They took down our towers. This is a terrorist act against the United States and against the FBI. ISIS thought they could scam the FBI out of money. For the guy who doing this is trying to prove the U.S. government and its people are so dumb they'll fall for anything. These are every law that cannot be broke. See, then they ran around. Okay, from the beginning of the case, from the first month where that old little white man showed up, said he was using sodium pentothal on me, drugged me up for days, told me to say crazy lies. Other people, we were drugged you and told you to say this. We drugged you and told you to say that. And would laugh in my face. I'd run in the bathroom and throw up. We photoshopped all our lies. Then you got May 25th, 21, 8, 9, 21, 12, 12, 9, 21. January 19th, 22, February 2nd, 22. Drugs and told to say it before. And then hypnotic drugs and told to say it. August 4th, 25. August 5th, 25. August 7th, 25. August 30th, 31st, August 31st, 25. So, where are we going to go with this? Then where they photoshopped the shower scene, they were photoshopping even feminine white piece above the toilet, January 19. In March of 21, it was 2 clips together, put her in a porn, it's not her, it's them. And then later on, it was what you're describing as showering, ha 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 ha. She figured out what they did. To May 12th, 22 at noon. May 26th, 22 at noon, the shower scene in the other room. March of 22, they told my client's neighbor in a bar that Pete ordered everything drugged, photoshopped, and made up on me. They admitted to framing me March 24th, 22, 1/130. July 24th, 25, they did a body ratio. It wasn't even me. It is some woman showering. But it wasn't even me. June 13th or 14th of 25, I found out they were having somebody impersonate my son, John. He's lived in Florida for years. Okay. Where these people tried to frame all my children when they said they set up my kids to be arrested. They told everybody that Danny and Jen were in it with Dave trying to kill me and cover it up. And they reported the shower scene in the other room. They didn't know anything about it. April 16th, 23, across the parking lot. Danny, I heard him tell my grandson Gabe and his girlfriend, I finally went to Dad, asked him what on earth is going on. He said he had hired some guy named Pete on his own. It was Pete and his men in their home before. Pete has her frame. Pete has her tape, the filthy, dirty statement. Just some guy named Pete he hired. He hired. Not a doctor. Some guy. I don't know if he's supposed to be that Henry Moffey guy that admitted he never met me in person or if he's some other guy. See, I haven't met these people in person. They have never dressed me in person. These are my rapists. They're running a drug scam on me to steal from the government. That's all it is. Then these people, where April 16, 23, Danny across the parking lot. I finally went to Dad, asked him what on earth is going on. He said he had hired some guy named Pete on his own. It was Pete and his men in her home before. Pete has her frame. Pete has her tape, the filthy, dirty statement. I've never met him, never talked to him in person. Don't even know 100% who he is. Some rapist Dave hired to run drug scam on me. Okay? I'm not dealing with this crap. These people run around. Oh my God. I have to take this. I am not taking this crap. I have to take a phone call that's trying to come in here. I am tired of this bull crap. They run around telling everybody, oh, John verified it. He was in it with Will. No, he didn't. Thanksgiving of 18, I asked him what's going on. He didn't know. He said he told his ex-wife that we were going through a divorce. I was moving out. He should just have the kids make up something because of divorce, but don't worry about it. Nobody can say anything bad about you. It's just made up because of the divorce. Says it several times. And let's see. July 26, 25, an agent from 18. I spoke to John in 18. Or years ago. It was actually 2018. He said nothing bad ever happened to him. What are these people talking about? The 2 FBI agents that look like my son Joshy. March 13th, 23. Said that he had that her whole family defended her. Whole family defended her. She's never hurt anyone. Nobody's ever seen anything. It was some lady thought she could make money off of it. So we're going to put it this way. He wasn't part of it. He verified for an FBI agent. Nothing bad ever happened to him. Then, like the investigator said, these people are so dumb. They need to realize how dumb they are. They're saying they had somebody drug her and tell her to say it before, and they're going to have somebody verify it, that they were part of having her drugged and told to say it before, and then there's no evidence of crime. So you can't just roofie somebody and tell them to say something stupid. You stupid idiots. You have to have proof of a crime that was actually committed. There has to actually be somebody harmed. You have to go to the hospital. You have to be seen for injuries. You have to have a treatment for injuries. And the police have to be involved. There has to be a prosecution, physical evidence. You cannot just roofie somebody, basically, and tell them to say something and say, oh, I'm in it with a roofie. That's how crazy they are. Now no one can help her. We get all the money. And then where that fat girl, one of those 2 fat girls, Michelle and Lauren, for the Florida drug cartel, and one lost a lot of weight. And that guy Will is supposed to be stealing for her because he has to pay her to date him. She's a prostitute. And she's been bragging since 18 they were stealing for her, and then he was paying her to date him. Even when she was 300 pounds. Now that she's lost a lot of weight, I'm the one they're stealing for. Been, let's see, October 4th, 23. June, July 23 told Akron that they were stealing for them, Maslin, and how they're stealing for them. He has to pay them to date him. That he's running this big scam. He has to pull off a scam to join ISIS. And she's part of Judge Peter's group from Florida that sold people, rode with big truck guys that were grabbing people. And they think that you all should kiss their ass and sacrifice your own bodies and your lives for them to steal from the government. They ain't getting a fucking damn dime. And they're playing people for their ignorance. See, that's where they say, he already verified it. John verified it for Will. Now nobody can ever help her again in her life. And we get all her money. He never verified anything from Will. June 13, 14 to 25, I found out they had somebody impersonate my son John. And when people found out he was in Florida for years, well, who's been saying they're John? They had somebody impersonate him. My son was not part of having me drug beat and raped for his drug addict girlfriend's drug debt to drug dealers and for this guy Will to join ISIS. And then look how stupid you look. June 7th, 25, the investigator went to Dr. Greg Haben on Fink Road. He verified. Now, the actual pediatrician seen him from 1984 to 2002, 18 years. Seen him several times a year. There was never any sign of abuse, no neglect, and they were well taken care of. That's medical proof. Nobody was ever hurt. He said, or I would have reported it. See, they just thought they could make it out that I was a dirty person, think they could break in and roofing me and pull a fast one. Photoshop shower scenes, have somebody be a fake dirty doctor and run the stupidest retarded scam in the world. And they can't. And people need to look at them and say, no, I'm not buying it, and I'm reporting you. You're not stealing money for ISIS. Or your stupid drug addict girlfriend that you have to pay for her to date you because she's a prostitute. And I'm not helping you steal from one of your rape victims that don't even know who you are. That's how pathetic this is. And people fall for it. Do you want them to do this to you and you've never met them in person, never talked to them, and then break in and drug you up until you say something horrible and you wake up with bruises, You never even seen them in the first place and they laugh at you that when you walk by rooms, they stabbed you with drugs? It's not even funny. I'm going to upload this, but I got to get off here. I got to make a phone call. But people stop putting up with it. They're a bunch of retards. And they're making retards out of everybody that falls for it. They're just a bunch of drug dealers. And it's ISIS, the Texas group, who refers to itself as we. Muslims from Iraq. ISIS. It's Al-Qaeda. The people that took down our towers is trying to steal from the FBI. My God. And Agent John, you knew that. That's why you act like you're going along with it. Right? You're not corrupt and stealing from ISIS, right? I'm going to upload this.